What is design? And I think one of the most beautiful descriptions I have come across is the one by Paul Rand. He puts it this way: to design is much more than simply to assemble, to order, or even to edit. It is to add value and meaning, to illuminate, to simplify, to clarify, to modify, to dignify, to dramatize, to persuade, and perhaps even to amuse. To design is to transform prose into poetry. And when you begin to think about it, comes another interesting quote by Barry Katz. In the end, it's about exploring a verb. How might we better transport, engage, support, etc., not just a noun. It's about designing human experiences, products and services that support that experience. Now, one of these quotes is lengthy but interesting. The other one is short but accurate. But they both form an idea of the possibilities of design. Hello everyone, I am Amit Banerjee and welcome to another episode of Dmystify. In the initial couple of episodes, we talked about subjects concerned with artificial intelligence. Today we are going to travel on the y-axis of our Dmystify landscape and talk about design thinking and the budding movement around it that is happening in India. Around 2016, I finished reading a very important book called Jugaad Innovation, which is an excellent summary of the Indian idea of innovating in frugal ways. Though the word is mostly viewed as a quick fix in its original context, and oftentimes isn't the right way to approach problem solving, but the book consists of some really interesting examples of how the Jugaad Innovation introduces empathy at a grassroots level and solves problems that couldn't have been solved in any other way. This is interesting, and to think about it, the technique has existed in India since a long time, although the buzzword design thinking may be newly catching up. One brilliant example I could think of is the mitti kool, which stemmed from the idea that the clay pot was always used to store cold water. Can it also be used to store more than just water? It was where the idea of a poor man's refrigerator originated, plus it is extremely sustainable. Quite interestingly, the person who thought about this idea did not even know what design meant or design thinking process could be. The point was more that here's the situation, what is the best that we can do about it? Now, while Jugaad Innovation is key to taking on the grassroots level challenges, it may not always be the right way to go about it. Thus, the rise of design thinking in India for the past decade has contributed to an incredible transformation for the country. The only realization being that there is still work to be done when it comes to building awareness, especially in a professional context where it is key to the overall contribution to the growth of the nation. I cannot even begin to emphasize the fact that how crucial is the design mindset for the future. As we try to stay relevant in the fourth industrial revolution, if there is one skill that is going to have a huge impact to our lives, it is going to be getting inducted into design thinking. It just opens out the way for you to explore more. It is a process that can be applied to any given challenge to improve the resulting experience. So as much as we understand the significance of design, the number one question for most would be, where do we begin? Fortunately, we have a great initiative taken by Pensaar Design in India called the Design Thinking Summit, which is their annual flagship event to bring together people of professional diversity for a 3-day learning experience. By the end of this event, you will have a fair understanding of your potentials when it comes to creative problem solving. I have been to this summit the last year, and it was one of my best learning experiences. Also, having worked closely with the team at Pensaar Design, I can safely say that they have been pioneering the design thinking movement in India for quite some time now. And their initiative to host the annual design thinking event is just another way to get you future ready. If you are interested about the event, head on to the link in the description below. It's going to happen from 14th to 16th September 2018 at IIM Bangalore. Of course, I could recommend you some cool online courses from Udacity, Coursera, OpenIDEO, or the Design Sprint Masterclass by AJ&Smart, which are cool by the way. I have done a couple of courses on prototyping. But the real learning happens when practiced in the right atmosphere, an atmosphere where it is safe to fail. And for people who wish to join this design thinking movement and be connected to other individuals who are interested in the subject, You can connect on the Facebook group Collab. It is associated with Pensaar Design and is India's community for design thinkers. I have shared the link in the description for you to join. Also, make sure to subscribe to Exploring Diaries for contents around data, design, digital, storytelling, and more. See you in the next episode. Cheers.